Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Midnight Book Club. We have made some progress and are slowly getting closer to the 24 books reading goal. In March, I read two interesting books, bringing the total up to 7 books, which means 17 more books to go. To achieve the 24 books goal, I set a mini goal of reading at least 2 books per month so that I'll be able to hit the target easily by December. In March, I tried to push myself to read more than 2 books in an attempt to fast track this. But something slowed me down. So much so that I was struggling to keep up with the 2 books a month goal. I'll tell you in a bit what happened, so stay tuned. Okay, now let's get back to the March book reviews. I'll be sharing my honest thoughts on these books, so let's dive in. The first book I read was Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This book is super popular and was turned into a TV show last year. I haven't seen the show yet, but if you have, I'd love to hear what your experience was. And if you've read the book and watched the show, let me know if the adaptation does justice to the book. I'm a big fan of time travel and mystery novels, so this book hit the right spot. Now imagine, one evening you're at your cozy home, enjoying a regular, chilled out evening with your loving family. And then, within a couple of hours, you're thrown into a series of unexpected events that completely change your reality. It's the last time you'll ever see your family because you get catapulted into another parallel universe. You're injured, confused, and unsure who to trust in this new timeline. And most importantly, you are trying to uncover who did this to you, why, and how you can get back to your original timeline to be with your real family. This is the story of Jason Dessen, a physicist, and his mind bending experience. It's a journey filled with survival, infinite possibilities, and hope. If you're fascinated by topics like quantum physics or Schrodinger's cat experiment, this book touches on those concepts and gets you deeply intrigued. You'll probably end up going down a rabbit hole of multiple hypotheses, wondering how the book will end and which theory will prove true. I really loved the pace of the story and how it kept me wanting to know more about what Jason would do to get home. It also does a brilliant job of describing the psychological turmoil he experiences while unraveling the mystery, and how his actions and experiments have the power to manifest infinite parallel realities. The supporting characters, including Daniela, Jason's wife, Amanda, the therapist, and his colleagues Ryan and Lighton, are also thoughtfully developed, adding to the drama and mystery of the story. There will be moments where you'll end up relating to them, empathizing with their situation, and sometimes even playing devil's advocate. I give this book a 4.5 stars rating. Now that I've read it, I definitely want to watch this TV show. If you'd like me to share a short review of this series once I've watched it, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video. Now coming to the second book of the month. I read Love in Colors Mystical Tales from Around the World retold by Bolu Babalola. This is a true romance novel. It's essentially a collection of mystical stories and folk tales that have been told for generations in various cultures around the world. Babalola gives them a modern twist while keeping the cultural essence intact. The lead characters in all these short stories are these absolutely beautiful, intelligent, confident, strong, passionate, and enigmatic women. Their aura feels divine, and as you read their stories, you can't help but root for them. Sometimes you even find yourself wishing if you could embody their persona and bring that confidence and charisma into your own life. The partners these women choose in the story are also strong and well written characters. A queen never settles. She finds herself someone who perfectly complements her, adds value to their relationship, and balances it out like yin and yang. Now, I'm not someone who typically reads a lot of romance novels. The last romantic novel series I probably read was Twilight, and that was a hot minute ago. When I picked up this book, I was mostly curious to read stories from different cultures and see how love and women are portrayed in them. A lot of romance novels portray women as damsel in distress, waiting to be saved by someone rich, handsome, or a strong guy. Well, this book completely breaks those kind of preconceived notions, which I really love. Thanks to Babalola's unique spin on the tales, her portrayal of women and women in love feels refreshing and empowering. To truly savor this book, I feel it's best to read it in intervals. Personally, I enjoy reading it while listening to a solid playlist. Think Bollywood songs by Arijit Singh or soulful Coke Studio tracks. That kind of music really sets the mood and adds so much more depth to the reading experience. I love the coincidence when a few of the tracks perfectly align with the theme of the story, as if they were created specifically for it. Once I tried reading without background music, I just couldn't do it. Music makes everything so much more immersive. There's no going back. Basically, this was the book that slowed me down. I'd say these stories aren't meant to be binged in one go. If you do that, you would not even enjoy the whole experience properly. I think I started reading it at the beginning of the year. Since I'm not usually into pure romantic novels, this one was a bit of a shift for me. And while most of the stories were wonderful, a few of them didn't really resonate with me, and I kept putting it off because I tried to read it at a stretch. Too much sweetness at once, like a sugar high. I knew I had to finish it though, otherwise, I'd risk not completing it at all. In March, I was tempted to push this book to the next month, but I powered through it, and that Bollywood playlist definitely helped me enhance the experience. And that's what I like about this 24 books reading challenge. It pushes me to explore different genres, discover new authors, and try fun little experiments to make reading more enjoyable. Based on that, I give this book a 3.75 rating. If you've read this book, I'd love to know what your experience was like. I'm curious to know, what do you guys do when you all get stuck while reading? It can definitely be a challenge sometimes. If you have any recommendations to get over a reading block, then let me know in the comments below. So that's it for this month. I can't wait to share what I'll be reading next, so stay tuned to find out. If you have any book recommendations, please drop them in the comments below. And make sure you check out my January and February book review videos as well if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.